Welcome back, you're watching Storyboard. Among India's pioneer liquor companies is Jagatjeet Industries Limited. They are the owners of iconic whiskey brand Aristocrat, and they are now going through a huge transformation to make their brands more relevant to the consumers. What is this transformation all about, and what are the marketing challenges that liquor brand owners face, and how do they deal with these challenges? Roshni Sana Jaiswal, promoter and Chief Restructuring Officer Jagatjeet Industries, speaks to Storyboard editor Anant Rangaswamy about how personalization is the answer to a lot of their problems.
You know, this is a very difficult industry in the sense there's not much you can do in the marketing side of it. So now tell me what you're doing with your revival of your Aristocrat, your motherhood brand, and without being allowed to advertise.
Anant, you know, it's really difficult with our challenges. However, Jagatjeet has also gone through like a really difficult period for the last 2-3 years. We've done a huge rejig for the brands. AC Black is one of the brands which we have recently launched. The campaign is a very unique campaign. It is a personalized campaign. Generally, you don't find personalized campaigns with...
So when you say personalized, what do you mean? Can you...
Okay, so, you know, like, for example, you have a t-shirt. You personalize it with your face.
Right.
It becomes yours in every sense of the way.
Right.
So AC Black has a logo, which a tagline which says "Kuch bhi ho sakta hai."
Right.
And in this, we've taken this sort of step forward, and we've taken it to a place where people, you know, the common man can personalize this. So what we do is it's a on the ground kind of campaign. He buys the bottle in a shop, he comes out, and right there's a person sitting. In about a minute and a half, his photograph is taken and it's personalized onto the bottle.
Okay, yeah, show me where it fits in.
So when we redesigned this, it was done in the UK, Sedley Place. A UK agency actually redesigned the bottle, the label. We've also improved the blend, but we purposely left this space.
Right.
The reason we left this space was that we wanted to put a photograph there.
Right.
So what happens is this man goes out, takes it, and he suddenly takes a photograph. He puts it on, and you know, voila, the bottle is his.
No, why would I want my face on a bottle?
Well, it's personalization, you know.
Yeah.
It is, you know, it's taking it home. I mean, chances are he's never going to throw that bottle away.
Right.
It's going to be there, so it's a constant reminder.
Yeah, so what are you doing with the rest of the marketing on your, other than you've done a whole lot of redesign of almost the entire portfolio that you have?
Yes, we have. So AC Black is one which we've done. We've also done our mother brand, which is ACP.
Right.
ACP is an iconic brand. Today is selling about 4.5 million cases.
Right.
We found that when we did a market study, there was a certain amount of brand fatigue.
Right.
And again, Sedley Place, the same agency did AC Black has again done a whole new exercise in, you know, changing the image, the bottle, the label, and that is out going to be out in May this year.
Right. So tell me, all these changes, what do you expect it will do for these two brands?
Well,
your Black as well as your Aristocrat.
I think a lot of these changes, you know, because Jagatjeet has gone through certain issues, we are going through a huge transformation, and we are sort of portraying our brands to have also transformed. We have made a huge effort in doing that, and we've also done, you know, major improvements in the blend. Going forward, most of these brands will no longer be pure grain whiskies also, right. Amongst the other changes that we have done. There have been certain measures we've taken for quality. To ensure that our customer is, you know, always first. This is a change in strategy for Jagatjeet. Jagatjeet as a company originally was a sort of distributor-focused company, but you know, times have changed. Customer has become our focus, and the best and the biggest way we could do that is by saying that, you know, personalization. So the bottle is yours.
Right.
This is you. It's like you own the company.
Okay.
So for a common person, you know, a common man who is on the street, this is a big, huge deal.
Yeah. Now tell me what, you are launching a vodka as well, or is rather relaunching a vodka?
Yes.
So tell me what you're doing with that.
So Ice Vodka launched in January.
Right.
It relaunched in January. Again, a new bottle image.
Right.
We've used Kalki as the brand ambassador there.
Right.
She's been very powerful. Our campaign is actually quite different from a regular campaign. What we found is that we needed to sort of pull away from what everyone else was doing. In the liquor trade, I think there are 3 or 4 sort of similar stories that play out. One is either the Playboy, or it's the aspiration story, or it's the party. We wanted to sort of move away from that. Kalki is a very real girl. It's like the girl next door. But people relate to her because she talks to people with real issues. Now, our market is the youth with Ice Water. And we've also created a platform called pourit.out.com. Now, this platform interacts with the youth on a regular basis with, conversational pieces, whether it is a ban on beef today, or tomorrow it is, an LGBT issue, or anything. We talk about anything that people want to talk about. So we are trying to interact again with the consumer in more ways than one. We want to actually not just be the brand that sells liquor, but to be a part of their lives, and to be a part of their mind share. And to do that, we have to sort of broaden our horizons. And I think Kalki has really helped us do that with our campaign. Two, it was a campaign, a series of 3. One has been aired. The other 2 will possibly never air, but they will go out on social media. The second one has already gone out. We also launched a new flavor called Kinky Chili. It's the first, I think, ever in India for a chili flavor to be launched. People in India, we love chili. Quite often with your vodka, you will have, lemon and a dash of chili. Just gives it a little hit. So we've done that with our vodkas.
Now tell me, with the constraints that you have in this business, you can't advertise. How do you promote, other than your bottle, your design, your branding, and so on and so forth? What is it that you're doing with both your whiskey and your vodka?
Well, it is a limited market. Our hands are tied. Regulations are all over the place. It's unfortunate that I wish we could. Instead of sort of prohibiting things in our country, do things with responsibility. There are a lot of countries that have very, very sort of strict laws which allow for advertising, but it is after 10 p.m. in the night. Or there's a certain sort of for example, in the US, you can advertise liquor, but you can't sort of show that hey, by drinking you can get a girl.
Right.
So you could lay down norms and allow it, but this whole culture of sort of prohibiting and banning things ties our hands, and we do what we can with the limited marketing that we have by doing a lot of on-ground activities, and whatever we can do, we do on TV.
Right.
Our surrogate is music CDs,
right,
and Sunny Leone is our brand ambassador for AC Black.
Right.
For Ice Vodka, it is Kalki, and again it's a music CD, but we also have water.
Right.
So Ice Vodka, we also have water.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me, all this, why do you take the normal predictable route of getting a Sunny Leone and getting a Kalki, the celebrity route? Is that so necessary in the business, or?
It is and it isn't. It doesn't matter. I mean, I think in India, celebrities hold huge, people are very enamored, right, by celebrities. I think unlike other places, where you could use people who are not celebrities and still get your message across. I don't believe that you can't get your message across. Right. I think you can. That is dramatically changing. Right. You see this change even coming through movies. And so many new stars coming in where, people are sort of making hit movies, and you don't need to today necessarily have a Ranveer or Amitabh Bachchan or Priyanka for that matter, to have a hit movie. And I think that is going to follow in the advertisement and the marketing segment as well, but it hasn't happened, I think, at a large scale at the moment.
Okay, tell me now, you've invested in all this rebranding and repositioning and so on. 1 year from now, how would you think that you've done well or you've not done well? How would you measure that?
Of course, we would measure that by volumes.
Right.
We would also measure that by sentiment, consumer sentiment, attention, mind share. We would measure that by a number of things, but I guess volumes would be actually the best way to measure that.
Now, you're using a lot of phrases which leads one to believe. You spend a lot of time on research, on trying to understand what the consumer wants and doesn't want.
Yes.
So tell me how you go about that.
Okay, so we took on a marketing agency, obviously, and that's how we found out that we had a certain amount of brand fatigue with ACP and with AC Black. So therefore, we also did the same with Ice Vodka, but what we found with Ice Vodka was quite different. How the consumer actually wanted to engage was very different to what the consumer wanted to do for AC Black and ACP. And we are using a lot of data. We believe all our decisions actually should be coming out of data, and that's how we are actually functioning.
Wonderful. So let's hope all your data is right, all your insights are right, and a year from now, you're reaching the volumes you want to achieve.
Thank you so much. Anand.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It is time for us to slip into a short break. When we return, we get to see how National Skill Development Corporation is emphasizing on developing skills with the most skilled cricketer as their new brand ambassador.